Welcome to my channel, Purposeful Play, where I talk about all things early childhood education. I'm Danielle, and I'm a 4K teacher in Wisconsin, and today is Professional Development Day. So I have no synchronous learning with my students, which means we don't have any Zoom meetings. We are just pushing out asynchronous activities. So I'm going to get back to my professional development and let you know what the kids are doing today. Here are my helpers for my professional development today. I got Sydney down there, I got Crosby there, and then me. So let's find out what the kids are doing today for day 3 of trees. Let's get started. I never got back to telling you what I did yesterday for our tree study day 3. Just after our PD and everything that we did, it was a really long day. And then at the end, I had this dog training for our puppy I had to do. So I was done and I just did not feel like getting back on any kind of electronic device. So I'll tell you what we did for day 3 and for day 4 today. So yesterday, because it was asynchronous, the kids did everything on their own. We posted a read aloud, which was the Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, and they had to do their seesaw activity was there was a template with all the letters, and they just had to highlight the letters as they were saying what letter it was. The second seesaw activity was a social emotional activity that was about identifying anger and things that you can do in a certain situation. So they responded to that. And then the third one, which I really love to see how the kids did this, was they organized or sorted their tree collection stuff that they've been collecting all week. So they took it and they decided how they were gonna sort it, and then they shared what they did. And it was so neat to see how each kid did something so different. So I loved looking at those. That was fantastic. And then their play or choice time activities were a mindful moment, which was one of them. I can't remember actually what it was. I don't remember what we did for our mindful moment yesterday. There was a nature walk that they added to their tree collection. Oh, I know what the mindful moment was. It was a relaxing, calm down one that was on Go Noodle. They went on a tree walk to add to their collection. They used a paper towel roll, toilet paper roll, anything like that, or a rolled up piece of paper to create their own Chicka Chicka Boom Boom tree. Some of them drew the letters on the paper towel roll. It was great to see the different things that they had. We're trying to do things that we know the kids will have the materials for. So everybody has, well, I guess I shouldn't assume that everybody has paper towel, but we did give them paper so they could always roll up their piece of paper and use glue to stick it closed. And then the other one was, it was just a simple activity of make a trail mix. Use different small foods and measure them out and then mix it all together and have a snack. So that was the other activity. Day 4, which is today, is our question was, does this come from a tree? And so I held up a leaf. Does this come from a tree? And the kids showed us their yes or no card, and then we tallied how many said yes, how many said no. Everybody said yes, nobody said no. And then we talked about what it was, and the kids learned the word deciduous, and that deciduous trees lose their leaves in the fall. And then during our large group, after we do the question of the day, we do a little movement activity. So we had a jumping bean game, and I can link my small group activities down below so you can see what that jumping bean game is. But it's a Google slide that is shared with the kids. There's numbers on shapes, and the kids tell us what number they want. We take the number off, and there is something under the number. So we were talking about characteristics of trees. So there were some that had pictures of trees underneath, and as we pulled the number off, we talked about what we saw. But if there was a jumping bean, then everybody had to jump up and count to whatever number they had taken off. So if it was looking under number 5, everybody would jump up and jump 5 times as we were counting. So that was our movement activity. And then we sat down again and read the book, Not a Stick. There's also a book called Not a Box, which goes great with the building study. So if you need an idea, Not a Box is a great one. So Not a Stick, it's a really simple book, but it tells the kids how they can use their tree materials, specifically a stick, using those to create something else by using their imagination. So there's this little guy here, and he's pretending that it's a barbell. So it's just a great book to talk about imagination and pretend play. So that's what we did during our large group. And then the seesaw activities, the first one is they're just using the microphone or the video to tell us what they already know about trees. And then tomorrow we're going to talk about what they want to learn about trees, which is going to push us and kind of help us focus on what we're going to do next. And then the second seesaw activity is to compare the sizes of the items in their tree collection. So they could line things up from smallest to biggest, widest to thinnest, however they wanted to, and then just take a picture of it and share it with us. Their playtime activities, mindful moment, it was a YouTube video that we shared that they could go to and link. A tree walk or a nature walk. Another one was to use a stick and use their imagination and create it and use it for something else. And then the other one was a leaf rubbing. So they used one of the leaves from their collection, and in their journal, their tree journal, or on a piece of paper, they did a leaf rubbing. And then we shared a little video on how you actually do a leaf rubbing. So that's it for today. And so after our PD yesterday, and really after my Monday day, I was feeling kind of down. I feel like I don't know these kids really at all. I had a parent who requested a one-on-one on Monday, and he asked me, how's my son doing? And I had to lie. Like, I'm like, oh, he's doing great, this and this. And I was like, I don't even know. We've only been with the kids for 3 weeks. And I feel like I have not had time to even talk to the kids or get to know them. And that was a real eye-opener for me, that meeting. So I think going forward, we're gonna change things up, especially for small groups. I think we're gonna do one small group a week that is more academic focused, and then the other one is going to be more of a share time. So I've even changed it up for tomorrow. So today's small group, because I have 2 on Monday, Tuesday with one class, and 2 on Thursday, Friday with the other class. Today we're going to look at the letters and formation of uppercase letters with our chalkboards, and then Friday we're going to pick a couple of things, 2 or 3 things from our tree collection, and just share them with the class. And then it gives everybody sort of equal time to talk, and I just need time to talk to the kids. Another thing I'm starting next week is the lunch bunch. So I don't have a huge lunch break, but I'm gonna invite families and kids to come eat lunch with me. So there's no agenda, we just talk. We're gonna talk about what we did that day, what we're doing later, what are we having for lunch? Maybe we're gonna talk about foods we like. Whatever happens, happens. And I just cannot wait to have that time with kids to just talk. So that was great. One thing that I really liked about the PD yesterday is that we had some time to collaborate and talk about ways that we can sort of change things up and get to know the kids a little better. And another thing was, we had a keynote speaker, and she talked about how, when you have a phone and it dies and you have not saved anything and you have to do this hard reset. And sometimes we don't want to do that because we want it to go back the way that it was, and we can't. So right now, with the way that we're teaching, we have to do a hard reset. And we are changing what we are doing. We cannot teach what we would have. We cannot duplicate or replicate, or whatever the word is, what we were doing in class. So we've kind of talked a little bit about how we're going to change it. I just about knocked my camera down. So I'm really excited about getting to know the kids better and just focusing more on relationship building, because that, I think, is what the most important thing is right now. Thanks for watching. I talked a little bit about trees today, and I talked a lot about virtual teaching and how things are not going the way that I want, but that's okay. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more videos. Tomorrow's day 5 of trees, and I have to decide if I want to do next week's day by day or just tell you all about all of it in one day. So if you have a preference, let me know, and if not, I'll just figure it out myself. Thanks for watching. Have a happy day.